Mr. Speaker. Oh, well, that wasn't the best, was it? But tuatahi tautoko te poroporo aki kia Edward Perry, he tangata Ngāwari tangata pai no reire Edwin moi mai rā. Just wanted to support that mihi to Edwin Perry. Was a good man. He probably should have been a Labour man rather than a New Zealand First man. He supported us quite a lot, actually, Mr. Peters, so he will be sadly missed. It was very sad listening to that kōrero. I don't think we need it today, and I want to kick off, Mr. Speaker, by congratulating the Pati Māori. I want to congratulate, and I know that's a bit hard for some of the House. I want to congratulate Te Pati Māori, Mr. Speaker, for the greatest exhibition of our culture in the House in my lifetime. In my lifetime. And it was the greatest exhibition because we had the greatest threat to Māori and Crown relationships in the Treaty Principles Bill, the greatest threat to Māori-Crown relations in my lifetime. So it was a disgusting, disgraceful bill from the ACT Party, and our people were stunned by it, but they were stunned by that Haka performance. And Mr. Speaker, I want to say and put on record, I'm glad the ACT Party were intimidated. I think that's the whole point of doing a Haka. The All Blacks don't do the Haka so the Springboks feel good afterwards. That's why you do a Haka. So if the ACT Party were intimidated, good, because the Māori nation felt intimidated by the disgusting Treaty Principles Bill. And New Zealand First need to get that. I want to mihi to the Pati Māori. I want to mihi to Hana Maipi, who will go down in history with 1 billion followers in terms of the internet. Well done. She was nearly going to be as famous as her Nani Hana, who presented the Māori language petition. So I want to mihi to Te Pati Māori. Now I want to say to Te Pati Māori after all this kōrero today, you know I love you. You know I love you guys. You know I love you. But a little bit of compromise could help the situation. I know it's like, I get the tino rangatira stuff, but a little, I know it better than anyone, but a little step back, you know, a sorry wouldn't go, you know, like, why not say sorry for Rawiri Waititi abusing the Privileges Committee? Why not say sorry for leaking stuff to social media? Why not say sorry for not turning up to the committee? I know it's hard to apologise, but I want to say to Te Pati Māori, not every single Māori in the country supports you, and they don't support some of the strategy. They love you, I love you, but some of the stuff is not going down well. This is a tikanga Pākehā place. There ain't no tino rangatiratanga here. There ain't no tino rangatiratanga here. This is the centre and the celebration of the Westminster system. And I think our challenge, I think as you know, is that we have to imbue some of our Māori culture into the system. So we have to get a partnership going. And I don't think the kōrero so far is going to help with the partnership. You know, we have to get the House to embrace some of our values. And if we're being fair, Mr. Waititi, if we're being fair, over the last 20 years, various speakers have had a shot at it. Trevor Mallard had a shot at it. Jonathan Hunt had a shot at it. Lockwood Smith had a shot at it. Gerry Brownlee's trying to do it, and the best of them have been Adrian Rudolph there. And the reality is, if you want to kōrero Māori, you can speak Māori all day and night. You want to sing, if you want to do the Haka, you can do all of that. Is it enough? No, it's not enough. It's not enough. But in terms of tikanga Pākehā, I think we have to accept that that's a reality of this place. Our challenge is to get the House, Mr. Speaker, to embrace us as a partner. And that just hasn't happened. That hasn't happened enough. But the House is trying. And I say to Te Pati Māori, these people on the other side, they're not all Ku Klux Klan members, as I've heard mentioned in different speeches. Some of them are quite good. Some of them make an effort. And I don't think that we help the situation by saying everyone's a racist and everything is racist. I think we need to take the right strategy here. Mr. Ferris, my whanaunga. I think we have to, there's got to be a bit of concession, a bit of compromise, because there's good people all around the House who want to embrace some of our values. Look at some of the stuff we've done through the years. But yes, we've been under attack. We've been under a considerable attack over the last few months. But we've got to find a way through, a compromise. And that debate between yourselves and Winston Peters ain't going to help anyone. Ain't going to help anyone. Finally, Mr. Speaker, to the Privileges Committee, the recommended punishment cannot be. It is the worst punishment in the history of the New Zealand Parliament. Heck, we had an MP saying the C word and the Speaker didn't say a word. They didn't say a word. We've had Rod Muldoon intimidating MPs. The magnificent Marilyn Waring used to come to this House vomiting. We've had homophobic attacks from Rob Muldoon. We had Penny Hennare's relation out there, Tau Henare, losing a fight to Trevor Mallard. You know, so there's been disgraceful things that have happened in the House, and I think we need to find a way forward. I didn't mention Penny Henare. I want to mihi to him for what he did, and I think it'd be nice to take a leaf out of his book. I don't agree, but have a think about it. But I want to say, Mr. Speaker, the world is watching. The world is watching, and this type of punitive punishment will enshrine and entrench in world political commentators, and certainly the Māori Party, that this place is indeed racist. That there's no hope for this place. That's how bad that decision is. And I implore the Privileges Committee and this House to take on board the recommendation from Labour, which has been well considered and presented by our leader Chris Hipkins, by Duncan Webb, and that is that Hana Maipi has already served her sentence, and give Rawiri, Waititi and Deb Ngarewa-Packer a day off, even though they don't think they should get 1 minute off. But I give them a day off. I think that sort of sanction is the best sanction. But to punish them, how you are trying to do, would entrench the view around the world that this place is absolutely racist. How can you punish our people like this when there's been so much abuse in the House, Mr. Speaker, over decades? There's been so much racism in the House over decades. There's been so much homophobic behaviour in the House for decades. Communities have been attacked over the decades. The Maoris get up and do a haka, heck, and they're gone for 3 weeks. You imagine if Hana Maipi had have said the C word in the House, they would have locked her up in jail for 5 years. That's what they would have done. But the reality, no. See, it's about perceptions, Mr. Speaker, and the perception here that the Māori Party, the Pati Māori jump on all the time, is that the place is racist and has no respect for Māori values. And that's why I implore this House today to take on board our Labour Party amendment and recommendation. I also ask the House today to consider Adrian Rurawhi as a chair for a tikanga committee that all MPs can work on as they work their way, as we work through our processes in terms of tikanga Māori and tikanga Pākehā, which is what this House is. And we need MPs who respect tikanga Pākehā as much as tikanga Māori, are able to debate robustly and come up with a sensible way and strategy going forward. I implore this House to go down this track. The world is watching, and the wrong decision will entrench the view with people all around the world that this House is indeed racist, which I think it is not. Kia ora tata.
Now, here's the interesting thing is, I can picture in a future parliament, as part of a confidence of supply agreement or something, Rawiri Waititi being made chair of the Privileges Committee. Can you see that happening? Now, I don't know whether it would fly, but I'm just saying. And hey, Rawiri, if you're watching, here's an idea.
I think it's interesting that the slant of Willie's talk about need for compromise, the irony of that is that the need for Maori always to compromise is why there is a Maori party.
Yeah.
Labour were the people who created the situation that formed that party because they insisted that all the compromise had to be on Maori's side.
Yeah.
So, yes. I agree with Willie Jackson on a lot of things, but I think that, just the no compromise is what marks this Te Pāti Māori out from the previous Te Pāti Māori.
Yeah. There are going to be some interesting things in the next parliament, and I can picture that may be one that pops up as being chair of the Privileges Committee.
We'll see.
I can see them trying, but I can't see it flying.
yeah, flying's another story, but try. Yeah. But you never know. They might find better ways to deal with these issues, a much better than the Pākehā way and the incorporation of the Indian way to a person who has been in New Zealand since 1995 and has a doctorate, not as Punjik Palmer.
I have to say I find it a bit weird with Willie Jackson's. He's projecting love, but he's also, telling the Te Pāti Māori they should go where they don't want to go. This is the principle of the thing that's going on. But he's also got the cheek to say that he doesn't think that Parliament is being racist when it's busy being racist.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounded a bit grovelly to me.
Prejudice. Prejudice.
Yeah.
Okay.